Good morning. It's kind of a sleep-in morning for a lot of people. Emily Taylor joins us this morning, filling in for Tim.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Exciting.
It is. I am more nervous than I am excited.
It'll be fun. It'll be lots of fun because Emily Vukovic joins us along with Brian, and we'll make you feel very comfortable.
Yes, we certainly will. We do that.
Don't sweat it.
Yeah.
Trust me, you'll do much better than I did.
Yeah, I know I am being guided by the best, and I'm mostly honored to be here.
Well,
Okay,
it's
good.
always fun filling in on the anchor desk when you're not used to it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, now what do we do?
What do we do?
We'll
And we
get
don't
into
even
it.
judge you for your mistakes.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Yeah, no problems.
So Emily, we've got lots to chat about the game itself last night, the Super Bowl, but also Rihanna.
Right? Preggers, so cute. Her little baby bump. We're going to be talking about that coming up in Chit Chat. And so many movie trailers. Don Janescu, producer Don, was so excited about the movie trailers that came out last night. Wow.
All commercials, right? For the
Well, yeah, they all came out in the commercials. So, yeah, Indiana Jones, The Flash. Who else do we have? I'm missing one. Well, anyways.
We'll get to all of
We'll
that.
get to it.
Yeah. We've got two Emilys on the couch.
We do.
Time for Chit Chat with Emily V.
Yes, let's do this, shall we? It's all about movie trailers. Indiana Jones movies are known for injecting some cheeky humor into intense action sequences. But Indy himself says there's one joke you won't hear in the newest film. I know, right? I can't wait to see the latest Indiana Jones. Like, he's just one film franchise that I can get behind every single time.
Yeah, they're always fun.
Always fun. Okay, and according to Marvel.com, it's time to face the music in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
And the soundtrack to these movies are always my favorite part of the movies.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, that song is so epic. Like, Kelly Clarkson was not the first one to sing it.
I haven't seen any Marvel movies. I'm not really a Marvel person, but I watch every Guardians of the Galaxy movie
Yes.
because of the soundtrack. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I'm surprised that you and producer Don are friends.
Oh, me too.
I am a little bit.
He's very upset with me about that.
Yeah, well, today he was like, you and I need to maybe have a little lunch date because I don't understand a lot of the concepts of the time travel and how there's so many different characters coming back to different movies.
Not based on a real story.
And how they die and then come back to life.
It's the multiverse.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of viewers are looking at us being like, you two need to get caught up. Okay, well, apparently The Flash needs two, not one, but two Batmans to save the day. He was my favorite Batman when I was a kid. Like, he was Batman to me.
Yeah.
You know, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck. Like, I'm kind of like,
Okay. Now we need to go to Weatherman. Traffic Man.
All right.
Brian.
Thank you, Annette and Emily's,
Thank you.
for joining us. All right, 6:52 is the time.
7 o'clock on your Monday morning, and look who's here. It's Emily Taylor, not reporting today, but in the anchor desk because you are filling in for Tim.
I am. Hi, Tim. If you are watching, hopefully you get a little bit of a sleep in today.
Do you want to do a special shout out to your mom? Because I know she watches every day.
Every single morning. Hello, Mama Taylor. She's a teacher. She plays Morning Live for all of her students as well in the morning. Morning Live's #1 fan. Hello.
that's awesome.
Hi, Pam.
Morning.
That's awesome. Okay, Emily. Emily V.
Yes.
We're going to be talking a lot about Rihanna today.
We are. Surprise special guest joining her on stage. A lot of people are happy about it. A lot of people are saying, I can't believe she did that while she had that special guest on stage with her. We're going to break down all those details coming up in Chit Chat.
Okay. All right. So we talk about how mild it's been.
Oh,
I love it.
Yesterday it was so nice and sunny.
was.
We actually had a little one of our neighbors was over. We had like a little get together out in the driveway. Sitting,
Right.
we
Nice.
hauled out lawn chairs and just sat in the sun for a while.
Lovely. Yep. I saw people on bicycles with shorts and motorcycles.
Yes.
It was like,
Here at Bistro Reunion with Mike, one of the owners. And Mike, this building is absolutely incredible. Built in the 1800s?
Yeah, 1860 actually. So
Wow.
it's got a lot of history in here.
I
It's,
love the character.
Yeah, it's really cool. We love this building. I mean, stepping into this building gives us this opportunity to show off the history and show off our food and everything that we're about.
Yeah.
So yes, we're Bistro Reunion now.
That's
and
cool.
yeah, so what we're doing French-inspired cuisine.
Amazing.
Yeah, so from around the world, So this painting right here is actually a palace hotel in Saigon. So that's where the French influence comes from, as Vietnam was influenced by France a long time ago, and some of the cuisine has been fused. And we're showcasing some of that with pork belly bami, for example, and different sort of Asian cuisines that we do, as well as French cuisine.
Wow, and I love the way that you guys have decorated the space. I mean, the space has so much character in itself, but to come in here, it is such a warm, relaxing environment.
Yeah, but we're trying to bring like a sort of French bistro atmosphere.
Yeah, I love it.
Right, from Europe, and that's what we're trying to do with the bar and the whole feel of the place. And this is, well, we got over here La Parisienne. This is where we came from, our original restaurant that we moved from Oakville.
Oh, I love that.
And then there's even a picture of our family right over here.
Oh, that's so great.
And also the island of Reunion. So this is we named this restaurant after the island of Reunion. So the island of Reunion is in the middle of the Indian Ocean. So kind of like over here, we're in the middle of nowhere, yet in the middle of everything.
Yeah, I was going to say you're not, because Morriston is kind of central for people in Guelph, Hamilton, Oakville, Milton. Everybody can kind of meet here. You can meet your friends.
And that's what we call the Reunion.
At the Reunion.
At the Reunion.
Okay, this is such a cool, awesome.
So
this is our
speakeasy.
How many
the
places
speakeasy.
have a speakeasy?
Yes. So this is not quite finished. We're about 75% done, but this is a speakeasy. We're going to be doing special events down here. There's going to be music nights, comedy nights, small weddings, corporate events, you name it.
I love it.
And this is actually a photo of when the building started back in 1860. It was in general merchants, so they had to take care of this whole area.
Wow.
So
That's
lots
remarkable.
of history. That's pretty cool.
I love that. Like some of the stuff that you must have found during the construction.
Tons.
I know you mentioned to me earlier when we were kind of doing our pre-walkthrough, the ceiling in this room was covered by a drop ceiling. The beams of those trees were probably, what, 100-year-old trees?
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Apparently those trees that are there are no longer here. They're extinct. So it's really cool that we're able to uncover that.
Yeah.
And then there's also a metal door upstairs that takes you to the other side that we uncovered as well. So lots of cool things.
Oh my gosh. Like,
love old buildings.
To come here just to see the coolness of the old building, plus get a delicious dinner and spend time with friends and family and get together and, you know, have a reunion. This is such a cool spot. Okay, coming up, we're going to take you into the kitchen. We might do a little bit of cooking. So much more with that coming up on Morning Live.
Okay, we're joining Emily Vukovic this morning, just into the couch, getting all the latest stuff, because we're talking about the Super Bowl, the halftime show.
We're talking about the halftime show. There's been a little bit of controversy over Rihanna's performance, but good for her for making history and showing it all off in all of its glory. Rihanna displays an adorable baby bump during her halftime performance last night. And good for her, making history, floating on a plank. Like, I mean,
it was
come
very
on.
cool. So why was there controversy?
Well, because a lot of people were saying it was underwhelming because she didn't do any costume changings and the choreography wasn't as, you know, elaborate as it could be. But when you're 3 months pregnant, I just felt sick when I was pregnant.
Floating on the stage.
Yeah, right?
It looked very cool.
You got to give it to her.
Yeah.
I think people had also said that there was going to be maybe some guests there. She had teased that extra person, which
the extra
turned out
person
to
is the baby.
Yeah, quite literally be an extra person. Yes. But people thought that A$AP Rocky, her partner, was going to be there, maybe Drake, or there was some toying around with that. So with just Rihanna, I mean,
like,
I can't even see just Rihanna.
But you know what? I'm thinking. So I've seen this stuff on social media, like people slamming her for underwhelming. I'm like, if that were a guy, would people be slamming it for underwhelming?
Probably not. No. And it's almost like they're almost saying like, oh, well, because she's like, granted, I worked right up until I gave birth, and a lot of women do things that are quite extraordinary when they're pregnant. I'd say that falls in that category. Yeah. But you're right. If it was a man, it would just be the performance.
Hey, cool. He was up on a platform.
Yeah. Lots of dancers and this and that.
No expectations of costume changes or anything like that.
No, none. Interesting. Yeah. But she was great. I thought she was amazing. And speaking of the Super Bowl, do you remember last week when we were doing the Super Bowl commercials, we were previewing them?
So we're talking about our favorite ones,
Oh,
yeah.
And Dave Grohl, like a preview from Sunday, he was just sitting there listing off a whole bunch of like random items. Well, it turns out he was giving a big salute to Canada. Watch this.
Thank you, Dave Grohl.
You're welcome, Dave Grohl. You're welcome.
Okay, coming up after the break, Bulldogs owner Michael Andlauer is here talking about facing off on something really important. Off he is.
Back at Bistro Reunion in the kitchen. Now we're in Morriston. This is a brand new spot for them. They had a place in Oakville, but they've now moved here, and this place is so great. The location's so close to the 401. You can come from anywhere. So you can meet friends that live in Kitchener, Cambridge, Guelph. You can meet friends from Hamilton, Oakville, Burlington. You're kind of really central. Courtney and I are hanging out in the kitchen. She's put an apron on me, so that means I'm gonna help out with the cooking. I'm not actually gonna do the cooking, because let's not go crazy, but I'm gonna help out. Tell me a little bit about the menu, what you guys serve here, and what are we making?
Okay, so the menu, we've taken some of our absolute favorites from La Parisienne. We've brought them over with us, so we're gonna make one of those favorites today, and a couple of other things. And then we've also just taken influence from all over the world. So French-inspired cuisine, but with any sort of influence. We've got a little bit of Creole, we've got a little Southeast Asian, but this is the French onion soup. This is one of our most popular things. People drive for miles for it.
Wow.
It's something that has been in the family for many years.
Oh, so this is an old family recipe?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that is
so
the
this
best.
is Mike's mom and dad when they first started LP. This was
on their menu.
This was on their menu.
French onion soup is my favorite soup to eat and order.
Wow.
Hands down.
Wait till we do this.
Wait till I
one.
try it? Okay.
Okay.
What do I do first?
So first of all, we've already done the soup part, obviously. So it's a beef-based broth, full of all sorts of delicious herbs and spices.
It smells.
So,
If only the viewers could smell how good it smells.
I'm going to give you 3 bits.
Okay.
I'm going to have 3 bits.
Okay.
We're just going to place them in. All right. Yeah, just try not to sink anything.
Okay. Oh, no. I sunk the
Got
edge.
it. That's okay. And I'm going to give you a little bit, and then we're going to fill in the negative space with just these little bits. Just tear off these little bits.
And there's so many different ways to do French onion
Absolutely,
soup.
there is. There's like a lot of people do it with like a chicken base with more of like a white wine flavor, but this is more
like
of our rich sort of beef. So we're gonna take our cheese.
Okay, this is the best part.
And we're gonna be very generous. Very generous with that cheese. All about the cheese.
And you guys do lunch, dinner.
We do. So we are open for lunch at 11:30, Wednesday through to Friday. And then we stay open for dinner all the way through to like 9, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And then on Saturday and Sunday, we are open at 10 a.m. for brunch.
And the downstairs, the speakeasy, same hours?
At the moment, well, it's not open. We will see.
I was going to say, because, people like to stay out late if they're in a speakeasy,
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know?
It's still a work in progress. We're still figuring out exactly. Take yours. We're going to pop her in the cheese melter. There we go. Pop her in. Don't burn yourself. Beautiful. That's going to go in there for about 3 minutes.
Okay.
And that's going to be the magic of television.
Oh, how delicious does that look?
That's our delicious French onion
Okay, we're going to
soup.
make another family recipe. And this one comes from your family.
It does.
In
This one
Australia.
is from Australia. I've just got to grab it. Chef, can you pass that over to me? That plate over there. Thank you. Yes, this is Nana Faye's Pab making its debut on television.
All right, we got to do it quick.
Okay,
We're running out of time.
Okay, we're going to do this quick. We can do it together.
All right.
You get ready with the cream.
Okay.
I'm just going to give her a quick little torch.
How much cream?
Be generous.
Be generous. Whoa.
All right. Try and get it in the middle.
Oh, it's supposed to be in the middle. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Beautiful.
It smells incredible.
We're gonna grab this food. We're gonna just get that
Okay,
on
coming
there.
up while Courtney is finishing this off, we are going to be spending more time in the kitchen because the kitchen is where it's happening. Here at Bistro Reunion, lots more coming up on Morning Live.
Thanks so much for joining us on this Monday morning, the Monday after the Super Bowl. Tim's having a sleep in and a little recovery, I think.
It sounds like it.
So happy to have you out of the field and onto the desk, Emily Taylor.
It's so much warmer in here. It's wonderful.
That's right. And you have access to the bathroom and all the things. All
I
the
made a
things.
coffee partway through the show. It's crazy.
Everything's so close. Yeah.
Yes. It's so nice to have you in the building.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, Emily, what do you have for us today?
Well, we've been talking a lot about movies. We've been talking a lot about the Super Bowl. But coming up, we're going to be talking about Hamilton Winterfest.
Yes.
It is going to be a great event. Jeremy's going to be joining me on the couch coming up in my Chit Chat segment. And we're going to tell you all sorts of stuff that you should go and check out before it ends on the 20th.
Okay, and it
All
sure
right.
doesn't feel like Winterfest
Yeah,
outside,
we're going to
Brian.
talk about Winterfest.
Feels very
Maybe I should
spring-like.
talk about how mild it's going to be and how green almost of the grass is looking. Yeah, 8 degrees yesterday is what we had. All right, that's your forecast. Now here's Emily.
Back in the kitchen with Courtney. She's letting me do some more cooking. Right now I am making one of your feature items, not on the menu always, but really popular, right?
It's been really popular, yeah.
Okay.
So this is our pork belly banh mi that you're making.
Okay.
So the banh mi originates through Vietnamese cuisine.
Okay.
Sort of came about when the French were there. So you're putting all sorts of delicious fresh ingredients on like a French style bread. So we're starting with the avocado all on one side. That's it. You got this.
Okay.
Good.
And then veggies on the other?
Yep, stuff the middle with your salad.
Oh, right, middle. This is my salad, right?
And those are your pickles, but that's okay. You
Oh,
get it
no.
in there. You just pop it
Luke's
in.
pushing me out of the way. He's like, get out of the way. You're in the shot. I need to see the food.
All right, I got some of these pickles on this side.
Okay, here we go. Oh, and some of
Beautiful,
these.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Lovely.
See, this is why I'm not a chef.
You're like, there you go.
Go,
You're
Emily.
doing it.
Oh, boy.
Have your pork belly.
Pork belly is so good.
Yes, so this is cooked low and slow and then tossed in a spicy style barbecue sauce that we make in-house.
Yeah, everything is super fresh back here. I love that. Everything's made right here.
Yes, we do basically everything from scratch back here. We do a lot of pickling, we do a lot of braising, a lot of slow cooking, and we have a lot of fun with
I
it.
bet.
Yeah, go on, be generous. All right, and then we're gonna skewer it.
So it doesn't fall out, right?
That's right.
Smart.
Because
I'm like, how am I
it's
gonna fit this in my
messy.
mouth?
Yeah, it's probably a bit more than we needed, but that's all right.
Oh no!
That's okay. I'm here.
This is
I'm
why
here.
I am not a chef. Right here.
I'm gonna
This is the
skewer
reason.
her one.
All right.
All right. Cut her down the middle.
Oh yes, that looks amazing. I love how fresh everything is too. It's not.
Finish her with a bit of
Wait, what's this for?
cilantro. A little poachy goes on top.
Goes on top. I love that.
We got this guy's over here. So yeah, it's kind of like a breakfast balmy, if you like.
Okay. And
Pop that
then.
little poachy right in the middle of the two. And then we're gonna finish it off with some crispy onion.
Now, what's this over here? You were telling me about that. What is that?
This is actually crisp oil, so we make that in-house. It is like shallots, chilies. It's just divine. We put it on literally anything we can. I put it on everything. So if anyone comes in and orders this, I recommend you just take that and you pour it
And you
all
just
over.
go. You just
go
dump it
for
out.
It's not too spicy. It's just full of flavor. It's so
Oh
good.
my gosh. Okay.
You did really well.
Thank you. Yay. All right. Well, we're having so much fun here at Bistro Reunion. We have more coming up. We're going to showcase more dishes, believe it or not.
Hamilton Winterfest is not to be missed. Over 60 community-led events ranging from classical concerts to exhibitions. There's workshops, there's classes, there's swing dance.
Yeah.
And story time. There's so much more. Joining me right now, thank you so much for being on the couch
My
with me.
pleasure.
Jeremy Freiberger, who's one of the producers. What a great event. Tell people about it if they don't already know. What can they expect from Winterfest?
Sure. So Winterfest is co-produced with the City of Hamilton and my organization, Cobalt Connects.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, tell me a little bit about what you brought here.
Yeah,
This is
so
gorgeous.
the Winterfest Hub, on the roof of Jackson Square, we've commissioned about 20 different artists to create works, whether it's a mural or sculptural work, interactive LED things. But this is one that I'm really proud of. This is a painting by an Indigenous artist, Mohawk artist from Six Nations, Adam Montour.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I bought this painting about 5 years ago up at Six Nations and fell in love with Adam's work and reached out to him and said, have you ever turned your paintings into sculptures?
Oh.
And he said, absolutely not. And so over the last 5 years, Adam
Well, guess what?
Yeah, this is what we're going to do. So over the last 5 years, Adam and I have been collaborating with my production team to do just that. So we've pulled the animals out of piles of Adam's paintings and blown them up and turned them into these full-scale, like life-size bear sculpture, life-size loons, deer,
super cool.
and they all glow. They've got different lights in them, so you can actually come and see a woodland painting, but in a physical form. Wow. And it's just, it's really indicative of how we took on the commissions this year. We worked with so many different kinds of artists, poets, technology-based artists, Indigenous artists, a whole mix of different things to create a really cool environment on the roof of Jackson Square.
Give me an example of a technology-based artist.
Sure. So another artist, another Indigenous artist, Jason Berg. He's a Cree Métis artist, or Métis artist from Toronto, and he's a designer of all types of things, really known for his fashion work. But he came to the roof of the mall and found this set of trees, and there were 13 gaps, and there are 13 phases of the moon in the Métis calendar.
Oh, that must be beautiful.
So he worked with an artist, Jim Ruxton, who's an electronics engineer, to create these moons that are sound responsive. So as you're listening to the soundtrack that we commissioned for the roof, or the bands that are playing, the phases of the moon change.
Okay, that's incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, and the Woodlands After Dark coloring book, how cute is this?
Yeah, so kids can grab these for free at the festival, take them home, color them, and learn a little bit of something about Indigenous culture and Indigenous art.
I love this. Well, thank you so much, Jeremy, for joining us. And the toques, knit for all the volunteers. We have ourselves a toque. I'm very excited. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, we're going to turn things over to Brian for the latest on traffic and weather. Brian.
Well, I gotta say, this is the hardest part of the gig right here, Courtney.
I can imagine.
Where I have to try all of the beautiful things that we have made that you want to showcase on your menu here at Bistro Union in Morriston. Now, go through kind of what I should be trying, and I understand that we are pairing it with what's best to maybe drink on the menu as well.
Absolutely. So this one here is one that we've developed just for our Valentine's menu.
Love it.
As you can see, it's in the shape of a heart.
Oh, it's so sweet.
And it's made out of beets. So, you know, beating heart. It's a vegan beet tartare. It's got shallots, chives. This is a cauliflower cream on the bottom. But yeah, everything is 100% vegan in that dish, no dairy.
It's delicious.
It's so good.
It is
a little
delicious.
crostini, got a few little pickles in there.
So fresh.
And that one, I would recommend trying that one with the cider, actually.
Okay.
So that one is, this guy here.
Okay.
So you're gonna give that one a little taste.
I love the pickle. It almost has like a, what am I tasting?
Probably a little coriander.
That's what I was just about to say. Is it coriander?
Seed. So that cider there is for West Avenue cider. It is a cab served with pear, so it's really light, quite dry.
And this is local.
This is local. They're just down the road.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they're
So
right
tasty.
down the road from us. We love everything they do there, so we try to use their product wherever we can. Now, we made the onion soup in the kitchen.
Oh, yes.
You've got to dig in and have a little taste of that one.
This is my favorite thing. A French onion soup is something that I always love to order, but you know, sometimes you never know what you're going to get. And
you can't go wrong here. We also do a mini size. So the best part is that if you want to have a soup as well as try something else on the menu, you're not stuck with like a huge soup. You can have a little one.
This is your whole meal right here.
It is. It's a lot of cheese, a lot of bread, a lot of deliciousness. I hope it's not too hot. The napkin.
Oh my goodness. That's incredible. And it's not, the cheese isn't too overpowering.
No, it's not.
You really taste the onion, you really taste the spices.
All the oils have dripped in through the cheese.
And what am I having this one with?
I would have a sip of our rosé.
Okay.
So that one there is the Le Gemelle Cinsault. Again, it's rosé all year round. You don't need to have rosé in the summer. You can have it all the time.
Rosé all day.
Rosé all day.
Rosé all day. This is interesting. What's this?
Okay, this is our Creole. So this is our crêpe gratinée. It is a seafood baked crepe. You might need a knife to get in there. I'll give you a little hand.
Help me.
I'll give you a little hand. So you've got scallops, shrimps, mushrooms, like Creole cream, bechamel sauce, all wrapped up in a crepe, topped with cheese, baked in the oven.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is so good.
This one's come with us from La Parisienne. It's received a little upgrade, and it's just divine.
And I love how everything's kind of based on French cuisine with lots of different flair from everywhere else around the world.
That's the plan, right?
I love that. And what is my one here?
All right, you gotta try the pavs. None of face
Only 'cause
pavlova.
we're running
So the
out of time.
pavlova is like a meringue.
But don't forget, this is the one that I made in the kitchen, the pork
Oh,
belly
yeah.
sandwich, which we're also going to be eating, but I know it's going to be good, and we probably just don't have time to get to
I'm
it.
gonna give you that one.
A
Crack into there.
meringue.
So it's like it's hard on the outside, like chewy marshmallow on the inside.
And this is your Nana's recipe.
Yes, Nana Faye's.
Oh, Nana Faye. Getting a big shout out, Nana
Shout out
Faye.
to Nana Faye.
Don't tell the rest of the Nanas.
I should get the rest of the crew out here.
Oh, yeah, come on out, everybody.
Come on out. Just everyone's had a large part in making everything here today and in getting us open out here. I've got my sister.
And an entire family.
My chef.
I love
This
this.
is all
Hi,
of us
family.
here.
Everybody say hi to everybody on Morning Live.
Hi.
Thanks so much for having us. I tell you
Thank
what,
you.
I have the hardest job in the business right here.
Dig in.
Dig in.